One of the questions we held for ourselves while designing this was, would we be able to meaningfully facilitate something to come out of this, right? It feels like there was a gradual opening of the mind's eye to other perspectives.
One of our big intentions was to not arrive at any common grounds, but really celebrate and platform the diversity that exists in this group, but also hopefully build containers that help enhance the rich insights that come from your work on a day-to-day basis.
Humor, something that can fuel a sense of oneness, right? That can bring us all together, that is Asiru Hasya.
So the challenge is, how do we get more productivity in the hands of small farms? And the policy frameworks of most countries who have development challenges, we need to imagine farming as an activity which is based on biology, not chemistry.
The Sundarbans, the tiger population has increased at 300.
So there has to be preset norms before.
The climate and environment portfolio at RNP is the oldest and largest portfolios we've had at the foundation, partly also because Rohini has been very personally invested in supporting this network of partners, but also enabling change for climate action and environmental related matters.
We have an incredible set of organizations in the group, ranging from deep research and evidence building to practitioners working with communities.
Udupi is going to get affected due to sea level rise, and you'll see 2040 affect certain places.
As most of you in the room will know, one of the most highly endangered, critically endangered species in India. In some ways, we are presiding over its extinction because it's happening in our lifetime. When we have all the information, we know what needs to be done.
So that's very much the way we look at the problem here at RNP, because any response to climate change really has to be hyper-local, has to be context-driven, and has to be very relevant for the communities it's affecting the most. We really focus on strengthening Samaj through supporting different civil society organizations, building evidence through research, and supporting science in that sense.
We'll do a quick Mentimeter to see where everyone is at in terms of thinking about climate tech, and then we'll get started. And I'm hoping that through this panel and these very sort of diverse experts, we're able to understand a little bit more about what exists, what's coming, and also what are things to look out for as we look at adopting climate technologies.
So to sum up, he feels there is need to be a balance between education and culture, but both are important. And that's how he sees Bikapati, and he wants to revitalize the landscape that he lives in and where his house is.
I think empowerment works when communities can empower themselves. It's not a they that require help from a me or a we or an us.
A lot of them said that, the exposure to the diversity of perspectives was something that they were very curious to know about, but didn't know how to integrate in their day-to-day functioning. We have the privilege as funders to look at a system-wide change and see how these dots are connecting.
I wish I had a forum like this of just 10 to 15 people even coming together in Delhi to be able to address issues, for instance, like air pollution that we face, because we're just not able to appreciate where the solution lies, because we assume that there is somebody out there orchestrating all of it for us.
We have to take adaptation actions now while we still have that runway to do so. We cannot let perfect be the enemy of the good.
I think it's really worth
doing this work to save everything that is so beautiful in the miracle of life that we are blessed with. When I say hope is the new religion, I will also like to think that hope is our new duty. If we despair, we will not be able to act. And that's where my hope and faith comes in.